Okay, you're saying A is the correct answer.
Yes.
Then A it is. And yes, A is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. What is the duty of a driver when driving on a public road that has been divided into two or more roadways? Is it A, you may drive on any part of the road. B, drive on the left hand roadway unless directed or shown to do or it says drive on the left hand roadway unless directed or shown to do so by a traffic officer or a traffic sign. And let's go to C. You are not allowed to drive on any part of the road way after sunset when it is no other traffic on the road. Which one here is the correct answer? Is it A, is it B, or is it C?
B.
A is B. Let's test if it is B, and yes, B is the correct answer. When what is the duty of a driver when driving on a public road that has been divided into two or more roadways? It says here, drive on the left roadway unless directed or shown by a traffic officer. Okay, let's move to the next question. What is the purpose of this information sign? Is it A, to count down the distance to the next exit on a freeway? B, to count down the distance to the next on-ramp on a freeway? C, to count down the distance to the next town? Which of these is the correct answer? Is it A, is it B, or is it C?
A.
Okay. Do we all agree on A?
Yes.
And yes, A it is. And when may you stop in front of this sign? Is it A, only if you want to look at the scenery? B, when picking up passengers? C, never. Which one here is the correct answer?
A.
Can I say C, never?
Yes. C. No.
And yes, C is the correct answer in this
So
case.
what's that sign, sir?
Can you explain that sign?
No, no, ish, guys. Can we come back to it? Can you come back to it some other time?
Yes.
Because I've skipped it and I can't go back. I'm
Okay.
in the simulation. I even forgot the sign now. So the question here, what type of brakes must be fitted on a heavy motor vehicle?
C.
What types of off brakes must be fitted on a heavy motor vehicle? Is it A, service brakes only? B, service brakes and parking brakes and emergency brakes? C, parking brakes only? Which of
B.
these is the correct answer?
B.
Okay, B it is, and yes, B is the correct answer. Then the next question is, you may you may cross or enter a public road. A, if the road is clear of traffic for a long distance and it can be done without obstructing traffic. B, if the road is clear of traffic for a short distance. C, in any manner as long as you use your indicator in time. Which of these is the correct answer?
A.
A it is, and yes, A is the correct answer. Then let's go with question number 7. A temporary sign. A has the same legal significance as a permanent sign. B, it is or is of less consequence to road users than a permanent sign. C, need not to be taken seriously at all times. Which of these is the correct answer?
A.
A.
A it is, and A is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. Can we all see this sign? Say, you must say if you cannot see so that I can just zoom in.
I can see it.
Okay,
I can't
you
find
can.
it.
Okay, let me try to zoom in. Let me try to zoom in. Can you see it now?
Can you please zoom in back?
May you please just zoom in back because now
You can't see it.
Can you
I
please zoom?
can't
Can you please
zoom
zoom
it
in
back.
back?
Yeah,
Can
I
you?
can see now.
You can see now. Okay. All right. The question is, and then the question, when seeing this sign, you should know that A, there's a public phone ahead. B, there is an emergency phone in 500 meters ahead. C, there is no cell phone reception for the next 500 meters. Which of these is the correct answer?
B.
Okay. And yes, you are right. B is the correct answer. When you see that sign, it says there's an emergency phone 500 meters ahead. Then we move to the next question. You may not drive into an intersection way when A, the robot is yellow and you are already in the intersection.
Can you zoom back?
Zoom back.
Yes.
Is it fine now?
Again.
Again, is it fine now?
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, it's going to be tough for me to read, but it's okay.
No, you can.
No, it's fine. I'm going to make a way. The robot or traffic sign. Okay, you may not drive into an intersection. A, when the robot or traffic sign is yellow and you're already in the intersection. B, the vehicle in front of you wants to turn right and the road is wide enough to pass on the left-hand side. C, there is not enough space in the intersection to turn without blocking other traffic. Which of these is the correct answer?
C.
Okay, let's try C. And yes, C is the correct answer. And here is another question. This sign shows you that A, the road ends ahead. C, there is a one-way road ahead. B, there is a one-way road ahead. C, only cars may drive there. Which of these is the right answer?
A.
A it is, and A is the correct answer. Hey. So guys, can we go for a sprint? I want us to go through all of these questions, but we need to up the pace. You can revisit the session on the recording, but I want us to go as quickly as possible. Even if we get some answers wrong, the system will autocorrect us. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. What does this road worker signal to drivers? Is it A, to turn back, B, to stop, C, to proceed without caution? Which one here is the correct answer?
It's B.
B.
B, and yes, B is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. To stop your vehicle, you must use number A, B,
9.
or C.
A.
To stop your vehicle, you must use number 9. And yes, you are right. Number 9 is the foot brake. When are you allowed to drive your vehicle on the right-hand side of the road with traffic moving in both directions? A, when you switch on the emergency lights of your vehicle. B, under no circumstances. C, when a traffic officer shows you to do so. Which of these is correct?
C.
Mm.
Okay, C it is. And we move to the next one. When, okay, this road marking shows you a lane that A is reserved for aeroplanes. B, you may follow it if you want to go to the airport. C, it is reserved for faulty airplanes. Then which one here is the answer?
A.
B.
B it is, and B is the right answer. When you see this line, sign you may follow if you want to go to the airport. And then what does this sign inform drivers of? Is it A, there's an on-ramp to a freeway in good time? C, to turn left to enter a freeway? And C, an exit ahead on a freeway in good time? Which of these is the correct answer?
C.
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 B or C?
C.
All right. And yes, C is the correct answer. Then an accident in which no one is injured must be reported within dash hours. Is it A 48, B 36, C 24? Which of these is correct?
C.
C.
Right. And C is the correct answer. This road sign shows you that A, goods vehicles are not allowed to use this road. B, only goods vehicles may use this right-hand lane. C, goods vehicles are not allowed in the right-hand lane. Which one here is correct?
C.
All right, C it is, and C is the correct answer. The only instance where you may stop on a freeway is A, for a rest during a tiring journey. B, to obey the road traffic sign. Or C, to pick up hitchhikers. Which one here is correct?
B.
B.
Yes, B it is. And yes, B is the correct answer. When you stop, when you stop on a steep incline and you want to prevent your vehicle from rolling backwards, you use control number A 6 plus 7, B 7, C 6 plus 9. Which one here is the correct answer?
A.
To stop your vehicle when you are on a steep incline and you want to prevent your vehicle from rolling backwards, you use controls number. Is it
6
A?
plus 6
Is it
plus
6?
7.
6 plus 7. Okay. Can I say 7? Because right now you want to stop your vehicle. So that means you use a parking brake. You want to stop it from reversing entirely. So you use your parking brake. And then we move to the next question. When you drive, A, you must wear shoes with rubber soles. B, your vision on the road must be unobstructed. C, you must have both hands on the steering wheel. Which one here is the correct answer?
B.
B.
Okay, B it is. And yes, B is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. If you want to change lanes, you must A, apply the brake lights and then change lanes. B, give the signal. And after looking for other traffic lanes, give the necessary signal. And after looking for other traffic, change lanes. C, switch on your indicator and change lanes. Which of these is the correct answer?
B.
C.
B it is, and yes, B is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. And here the following controls are used to change the direction of a vehicle. Is it A, number 6? Remember, number 6 is the gear lever. It's used to select gears. Then number 4, Here's number 4. Number 4 is the steering wheel. And number 5, if we go on the vehicle controls, it's a indicator switch. So which one is used to change the direction of a vehicle between these?
C.
Is it
B,
It's C.
can I say B?
yes.
Uh, C is used to indicate that you are turning. It's not used to change direction, but it's used to tell other vehicles that you are going to be turning left or right. Then we move to the next question. This road marking next to the narrow road tells you that A, you may stop there between certain periods indicated by another appropriate sign. B, you may not stop there at all times. C, you may stop adjacent to the red line. Which one here is the correct answer?
C.
B,
Okay. Can I say A? And yes, A is the correct answer. When you see this sign, it says you may not stop there between certain periods indicated by another appropriate sign. So this sign, this answer, it means this sign, it does not go alone. Sometimes you will see another sign that says parking between 6 to 9 p.m. or you may, you may stop here between 9 to 6 p.m. So that is what this means. Then we move on to the next question. If you are traveling in a goods vehicle towing a trailer, how many emergency warning triangles must you carry? Is it A minimum of 2 warning signs? B, warning triangles are not compulsory. C, only one. Which of these is correct?
B.
Okay. A is indeed the correct answer. When you are traveling in a goods vehicles towing a trailer, you may carry a minimum of 2 warning signs or triangles. Then we move on to the next question. The color background of a temporary sign is A, yellow, B, black, C, white. Which of these is the correct answer?
A.
A,
Okay, A it is. And yes, A is the correct answer. A safe following distance is when the driver in front of you suddenly stops, you could A, swerve and stop next to it. B, swerve and pass. C, stop without swerving. Which one here is the correct answer?
C.
C,
C it is, and yes, C is the correct answer. And then the use of a temporal sign implies that for some reason, A, circumstances on the road are not normal. B, traffic has to move slowly. C, the rules of the road do not apply. Which of these is the correct answer?
B.
A,
Okay, let's go with A. And yes, A is the correct answer. Then to accelerate, your vehicle must use number. Is it A? Number 6, can I go and point out number 6 is the gear lever again? And number 8 is the clutch. And number 10 is the accelerator. To accelerate your vehicle, you must use vehicle number. Is it A, number 6, B, number 8, or C, number 10? Which one? Here is the correct
C,
answer.
C.
C it is, and C is the correct answer. Then when do you find this direction sign? Is it A, on any public road indicated by exit lanes? B, in a town or suburb? Or C, on a freeway indicated by dedicated exit lanes? Which of these is the correct answer?
A.
C,
Okay, C. Let's try C. And yes, C is the correct answer. You'll see this sign on a freeway indicated indicated dedicated exit lanes. So it's found on a freeway and is used to indicate dedicated exit lanes. Then we move to the next question. This road sign shows you that A, the road is 15 meters wide past this sign. B, vehicles longer than 15 meters may not drive past this sign. C, no vehicle with a trailer may drive past this sign. Which of these is the correct answer?
B.
Okay. B it is, and B is the correct answer. When you see that sign, know that no vehicle longer than 15 meters may drive past this sign. Then we move to the next question. And it's a combination. You must stop your vehicle, number one, on a public road at the signal of a person driving ships. Number two, on a freeway when directed so by a traffic officer. Number three, on a road to avoid an accident. Which of these is correct? Is it A? Is it A, number three only? B, number two and three? C, all of the above. Which one here is the correct answer?
C.
C. And yes, C is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. The next question is when flags are used to indicate load projections. A, they must be any color as long as they are visible. B, they must be red at least 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters. C, they must be any size red flag. Which of these is correct?
B.
B.
It is, and B is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. If you come across an emergency vehicle on the road sounding a siren, you must A, flash your headlights to warn other traffic. B, give a right of way to emergency vehicles. C, switch on your vehicle's emergency lights and blow your hooter. Which here is correct?
B.
And you are right. B is the correct answer in this case. And we move to the next question. Which of these say you must turn right? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Which of these?
A. A.
Remember, guys, when you are on the road, when you see this sign, it points that you must turn right, but which one is compulsory out of these?
C.
You still have an option.
C.
Yes, C. C is compulsory out of this sign, and you are right. C is the correct one. What does this control indicate? Is it A, the road turning left is a one-way road? B, you should turn left? Or C, turning left is prohibited? Which of these is correct?
C.
It's A.
Okay, let's try A, and yes, A is correct. This sign indicates that the road to the left is a one-way road. It's telling you that. That's the meaning of this sign. And what color and size must flags be to indicate load projection on a vehicle on a public road? Is it A, they may be any color as long as they are visible? B, they may be any size as long as they are red. C, they must be red at least 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters. Which of these is the correct answer?
C.
Okay, C it is. And yes, C is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. When may you disobey a rule of the road? Is it A, when you are driving in an emergency situation? B, only when directed to do so by a traffic officer. C, under no circumstances. Which of these is the correct answer?
B.
B.
Okay, B it is, and yes, B is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. If you want to turn left with your vehicle, you must A, give the necessary signal in good time. B, slow down completely and stop and turn. C, first move to the right to enable you to turn left easily. Which of these is correct?
A.
A it is, and A is the correct answer. Heavy motor vehicles must be equipped with an efficient exhaust silencer, which A, does not have to be maintained as long as it does not make noise. B, must be so maintained that the exhaust gas or smoke does not leak into the driving cab or passenger compartments of the vehicle. Or C, must be so maintained that it does not cause a vibration in the cab. Which of these is correct?
B.
A, B it is.
Hmm.
And yes, B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. This road sign prohibits all dash to drive there. Is it A, vehicle conveying dangerous goods? Number one, vehicles conveying dangerous goods. Number two, goods vehicles. C, abnormal vehicles. Number four, heavy vehicles. Which of these is correct? Is it A, only number 3 and 4 is correct? B, only number 1 is correct? C, all of the above are correct?
B.
All right, B it is. And yes, B is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. What should the driver of a vehicle what should the driver of a vehicle what should the driver of a vehicle do when following another vehicle at night? Is it A, flash the main beam occasionally? C, make sure the main beam is on? C, dip the main beam?
C.
Okay, C it is, and C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. Where may you legally stop your vehicle? Is it A, 6 meters from a railway crossing? B, 4 meters from a tunnel? C, 5 meters from a pedestrian crossing? Which of these is correct?
C.
Is it C or A?
C.
Should we go with C? Are you
Or
sure?
A.
A is the correct answer. You may legally stop 6 meters from a railway crossing. If it's 5 meters, it's not legal. Okay, let's go with the next question. This road sign shows you that A, all heavy vehicles may drive there during the day and the time shown on the sign. B, vehicles carrying hazardous products may use this road during the time shown by the sign. Or C, tankers must use this road during the times on the sign. Which of these is correct?
B.
B.
Okay, B it is. And B is the correct answer indeed. And we go to the next question. This sign is the appropriate reaction to this sign would be A, be on the lookout for vehicles doing lane changes, specifically from the left. B, turn right at the next intersection. C, keep left. Which of these is correct?
A.
A it is, and yes, A is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. When you are involved in an accident, you must, number one, you must immediately stop your vehicle. Number 2, determine the damage to the vehicle. Number 3, may you refuse to give your name and address to anyone except a police officer. Which of these is correct? Is it A? Number 1 and 2 are correct. B? Number 2 is correct. C? All of the above are correct. Which one? Okay, shall we go with C? And yes, C is the correct answer. Am I still audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's move on to the next question. When you are involved in an accident, A, must immediately stop your vehicle. B, must see if someone is injured. Number 3, may use a bit of alcohol for the shock. Is it A, number 1 and 2 are correct? B, number 2 is correct. C, all of the above are correct. Which one?
A.
A it is, and A is indeed the right answer. When you encounter this road marking, the correct reaction would be A, to yield right of way to any vehicle which crosses any yield line before you. B, stop over the line and proceed when it is safe to do so. C, yield only to traffic coming from the right, which is the appropriate action. Which here is the correct answer,
C.
right? No, man. C is not the correct answer. The correct answer is yield right of way to any vehicle which crosses any yield line before you. So another way to look at this question is you yield to vehicles that arrive there before you. Then we move to the next. When do you have the right of way? Is it A, when you are within a traffic circle? B, number 1, when you are within a traffic circle. Number 2, when you have stopped first at a four-way stop. Number 3, when you want to turn right at an intersection in a two-way road. Which of these is the correct answer? Is it A, number 1 and 2 are correct? B, number 1 is correct. C, all of the above are correct.
C.
Which of these? Is it C?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if C. No, man. The correct answer is A here. It's number 1 and 2. And we move to the next question. What is important regarding the hooter of your vehicle? Yeah, I can feel it, guys. I'm now tired and my eyes are just not okay. What is important regarding the hooter of your vehicle? Is it A, someone must hear it from a distance of 50 meters? B, the tone and pitch of the sound may not change. C, you may use it to get attention of someone you would like to give a lift. Which of these is correct?
B.
A, B. A. I'm tired, but I want us to finish this entire session so that you may have a full recording. When the robot is red and the green flashes to the right, it shows you that A, all traffic must turn right there. B, only pedestrians may walk. C, if you want to turn right, you may go. Which of these is correct?
C.
Okay. C it is, and C is the correct answer. Then, here is our sign. Does this road marking have the same purpose as a stop sign? A, true. B, false. Which is correct?
A.
Okay, A it is, and A is the correct answer. Then we move to the next one. There's a background noise that I think will affect the video. Can you please mute and unmute when answering? All right, thank you so much. What does this sign indicate? Is it A, that you have the right of way in the next intersection? B, you do not have the right of way in the next intersection? C, that there's a danger ahead. Which of these is correct?
A
Yes,
is correct.
A is the correct answer. This sign means you have the right of way in the next intersection. Then we move to the next question. You may not, number one, run. You may not, number one, run the engine unattended. Number two, use your vehicle without a cap on the fuel tank. Number three, spin
Lucanio,
the
can you
wheel
can you
of your
can you
vehicle.
mute yourself, please, Lucanio?
Sorry, I'll mute myself. Sorry, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
can
so
carry
much
on.
for that. Let's start from the top. You may not, number one, run the engine unattended. Number two, use your vehicle without a cap on the fuel tank. Number three, spin the wheels of your vehicle when cooling off. Which of these is correct? Is it A, number two? Okay, let's go with B. All right. And yes, B is correct. These are all the things you may not do on a public road. Let's move to the next question. And to increase or decrease speed of your vehicle, use number. The clutch is number 8. The brakes are number, is it number 9? Yes, number 9. Then the accelerator is number 10.
It's C.
Which of these is correct?
C.
C. And you're right. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. You use it to increase and to decrease speed of your vehicle. Here is another one. Here is another one. Is it A parking spot reserved for buses? B, a lane reserved for vehicles belonging to a specific company? C, a pick-up and drop-off area reserved for bus belonging to a specific company? Which of these is correct?
B.
Yeah, let's go with B. And yes, B is the correct answer. This is a lane reserved for vehicles belonging to a specific company or organization. Then we move to the next question. What are the requirements for a vehicle being used with excessive noise? Is it A, excessive noise is acceptable during the festive season, Christmas and New Year? B, there is no requirement with regards to excessive noise on a vehicle. And C, no person shall operate a vehicle on a public road that causes excessive noise. Is it A, is it B, or is it C? Which of these is the correct answer?
C.
C it is, and C is the correct answer. No person shall operate a vehicle on a public road that causes excessive noise. Then we move to the next question. Here's our sign. This road sign shows you that A heavy motor vehicle with a GVM of 5 tons are not allowed to turn left. B, heavy motor vehicle with a GVM of 5 tons or more are not allowed to turn left. C, all heavy motor vehicles are not allowed to turn left ahead. Which of these is correct?
A.
Okay. Is it pavement with 5 tons or more? Okay, let's go with this. It says here heavy vehicles with GVM of 5 tons. Okay, right. No, it's B. B says heavy motor vehicle with a GVM of 5 tons or more are not allowed to turn left on this road. So the correct answer there is B. Then let's move to the next question. I think this one is a given. Which of these control must you use when turning sharp or negotiating a sharp turn?
A.
Yeah, A. It's 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9, and 10 only. You know that is a sharp turn. Then that's the correct answer. Then which control number, when control number 9 is used, the distance it takes to stop is number 1, longer when the road is wet than dry. Number 2, longer if your vehicle is traveling at a higher speed. Number 3, longer if the vehicle is loaded. A, all of the above are correct. B, none of the above are correct. C, only number 1 is correct. Which one are we going with?
A.
A it is, and A is the correct answer. And then, what is this road sign called? Is it A map type trailblazer, B, an advanced trailblazer, or C, an alternative route maker?
B.
Yes, B it is. This is an advanced trailblazer, and which this sign warns you that A side road T-junction from the right is ahead. B, a T-junction is ahead. C, a skew T-junction is ahead. Which of the following is correct?
A.
A it is, and A is the correct answer. And then we move to the next question. If you come across a robot and the red sign flashes, you must A, look out for a roadblock as the light shows you a police stop. B, wait for the light to change green before you proceed. C, stop and go only if it is safe to do so. Which of these is the correct answer?
C.
C it is, and C is the correct answer. Then we move to the next question. To ensure that your parked vehicle does not move, will you use number
A.
A? Okay. A is the parking brake, and you are right. And when you come across this sign, A, usually on the left-hand side of a freeway before. When can you come across this sign? That's the question. A says usually on the left-hand side of a freeway before an off-ramp. B, usually on the left-hand side of an ordinary road a couple of meters before an on-ramp to a freeway. C, usually on the left-hand side on an ordinary road opposite an on-ramp to a freeway. Which of these is the correct answer?
A.
Okay, let's go with A. And A is not the correct answer. The sign is usually found on the left-hand side of an ordinary road a couple of meters before an on-ramp to a freeway. And then let's show results. Hey, we passed for some reason. We passed for some reason. And yeah, guys, that is it from my side. I will just open the floor for questions. Any questions, guys, or any recommendations? Today we were doing test 2, which is code 14, and code 10 and code 14. Any questions and any recommendations?
No.
Okay. Can I quickly suggest something?
Yes.
I think I must open up the course itself. And tomorrow I want us to do test number 3, code 10 and 14. So this is what I would like for you guys to do for me, to make sure that the session tomorrow is not too difficult. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm opening. Can you see the screen though?
Yes.
Okay, it's perfect.
But
If you can see.
can you zoom back?
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So I want you to come here. Ne? You can skip all of these and go to test number 3. Right? Go to code 10 memo 3 and go through all of these. Right? Go through all of these. Go through the memo, go through all of the questions. When we meet here tomorrow, we are going to flow. If you guys can do that. Can you get it done?
Yes.
Awesome. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for joining the live. Let me wish you a lovely evening. And once again, thank you so much for joining the live. Yeah, if there are not any more questions, we will see each other again. Same place, same time. The recording has stopped.